Hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. My name is Ben Collins from AdLevers. I wanted to run through our three-part system with you today visually so that you can see how this could work for your business. But before I dive into our solution, I just wanted to highlight that every part of this page is customizable for you, including logos, colors, fonts, and obviously all of your company information. It's also important to note that these websites are built by us and published on a subdomain of your website, which means your existing websites are left untouched and it doesn't interfere with any SEO that you've got going on at the moment. Before we do start scrolling, you'll notice that this website is a template. It has your logo in the top left, your phone number top right, a big call to action and a simple web form. This is a 12-step form that collects all the information you'll need to verify whether or not this is a good lead, and will give you plenty of information for when you do contact the client. I'm going to complete that shortly, but first I'm just going to start scrolling. The section below the form is a simple directional element that tells people that contacting you is a simple 3-step process and discusses what they can expect. The section below that, this section can be used for almost anything. 9 times out of 10, however, it's used to give some information about your company and the benefits of using your services. And underneath, this is where we would place a short but positive review from a past client. Lastly, all your important footer information. Let's scroll back up to the top and complete the form. Approximate property value, first of all. Mortgage balance. Years left on the mortgage. Let's put fixed rate here. Approximate monthly payment, say £900. My credit history is poor. It's not, but let's put it for the form. Do you need to borrow any extra? Yes, 30k please. My first name is Ben. My surname Collins. My phone number, which will receive a text. An email address, and lastly the postcode. Now all this information will be delivered to you via email. But first, we're going to process that and we're going to land on a booking engine. Now this booking engine is obviously perfect for somebody to complete a form if they want an appointment. So you might want to say something along the lines of, now might not be a good time, when's a good time for you to speak with us. So we're going to book in for 2 p.m. Just need to complete our information again. Hit book appointment. And we'll be redirected to a second thank you page, which confirms the booking, and also allows us to link to your website, your LinkedIn page, your Facebook page as a little added bonus. So in the next video, I'm going to show you our lead nurturing platform and how the information from this form is posted into that, and how we create all of our automation sequences to help you close more of those leads. Hi again. In the last video I showed you our landing pages and completed a form with my details. In this video I want to show you what our platform looks like on the inside and how you can best use it to convert more of those leads into paying customers. So this is the platform, and the best place to start, I guess, is in the contact section. So we can see here that my details have been successfully submitted and imported into the contact section within the AdLevers platform. Clicking on the name of the contact will pull up the record, which at first glance will show you that the automated SMS has been successfully sent to the lead's mobile number. In this example, we have sent a short text message stating that we have some options that might save them some money and when is the best time for a chat. If the lead responds quick enough, then you may reply manually to this using this platform. However, in this instance, you'll remember that I completed the appointment form and you can now see that the lead has had their appointment confirmed for 2 p.m. on the 23rd of July. That was a little while back. I've purposely waited a little while to do this video, so you can also see now that we have already sent a reminder that we will be calling in 1 hour's time to discuss the mortgage as planned. And now that we're approaching the time of the appointment, we have sent a second reminder 5 minutes beforehand as well. Within this view, you will be able to see the conversation that has taken place, whether that be automated or manual. And you'll also be able to see the details of the client's form submit. So now let's jump quickly into the appointment calendar. The appointment calendar is quite simple to use. However, obviously it is an integral part of managing your day, especially if you're no longer having to manually book callback appointments. There are two main sections to the appointment calendar labelled scheduling within the platform. The first is the calendar, which gives you an overview of the 7-day period, and there's also an appointments section which lists the appointments and their details and links to the contact record. Another added benefit of this system is that if you wish to use it to schedule appointments for prospects outside of what we generate for you, you can click the green schedule appointment button and push that person through the reminder SMS sequence. Next up I want to show you the conversations tab, because this is where you will find it easiest to manage multiple leads at the same time. The conversations tab works very similar to an email inbox, which you'll already obviously be familiar with. Essentially, this is where all of the text messaging happens and you can keep track of your conversations. There are two main tabs to be concerned with here. The first tab is the Recents tab. This is where you will see all of the recent replies. These are important, as 9 times out of 10 you'll need to reply manually to this. It's a good thing, as you can have a proper conversation with people and answer their questions and encourage them to join a phone conversation. Just a quick tip here, just make sure that you've marked your conversations as read, or it can quickly become overwhelming. The second tab is the All tab. This logs every single text message that goes out and in, so you can keep track of who has received what message and what you've said in the past. Once you've navigated to the conversation that you wish to have, you'll notice that at the bottom there is a default SMS where you are able to write a reply or chase a lead manually. And using the buttons at the bottom right, you can see that you can easily schedule an appointment for this particular lead, or you can create an opportunity or move leads between stages in the pipeline, which I will cover now. Most companies will have their own system in place for managing inquiries, but we're always surprised to see that this is quite often a messy process that involves spreadsheets or overcomplicated CRMs which don't get adopted properly. We have a very simple Kanban system built in that will import all of your leads into the first stage, and if a client books an appointment, moves them on to the booked phase. We have added in manually some other stages so that it is easy for you and us to see how you're doing in terms of closing leads. You very simply drag and drop the lead from one column to another and you're done. There are obviously tabs as well to create tasks or new opportunities as well. Probably an important thing to note as well that this is, again, customizable. So if you want to have 3 columns, you can have 3. If you want to have 10, you can have 10. The next thing I'd like to move on to quickly is the marketing tab. Now, we don't typically give clients access to this tab because it's unnecessary. However, it's important that you see how these systems work and to give you some inspiration as to how you think you might best reach out to clients. I'll cover this off very quickly, but it may give you some ideas as to what you'd like your messages to say. Over in the marketing tab, there is a section called campaigns, and this is where we build all of our automated sequencing. You can see here that this campaign is our instant reply campaign. That is, when someone completes a form, they automatically get pushed into that campaign. If I click on the first SMS and click edit, you'll see that we have constructed a message so that it is personalised for every lead. The second message is a follow-up 3 minutes later that gives them a second bite at booking an appointment with you. If a lead books an appointment, then they will be moved into the booking sequence. This sequence confirms their appointments and reminds them before they happen. Now, as you can imagine, this can be used for so many things: introductions, appointments, driving inbound calls, sharing advice, reviews, or offering brochures, etc. The possibilities are endless, really. I would probably take a minute here to think about how best you would structure this if you were able to. I'm going to close this video off now. However, I hope you can see the value this adds to any business, and if you would like to discuss it more or book a screen share appointment with me to actually have a look at this and discuss what might be possible, you just need to get in touch with me and we can do that this week. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.